All right, so here's the full contraption I'm going to be kind of taking with me into the water. And as you can see here, I have the new DJI underwater case for the Osmo Pocket. I'm going to be taking it into the pool, see what type of footage we can get. Ideally, of course, I'm going to take it out to the ocean. I'm not able to get out there today. Maybe I'll be able to get out there maybe over the weekend or next week. But for now, let's test this out into the pool, see how it works, see if it works, and see what type of footage I'm able to get with the new DJI Osmo Pocket waterproof case. And before we even get to that footage, let me show you what comes in the box and how to set everything up. What's going on, guys? Algin Estacio here with FlytPath.com. Now, if you already own the Osmo Pocket and you want to take it out into the water and you don't want to purchase something like the Osmo Action at this point, DJI recently released the Osmo Pocket waterproof case. And the first accessory we have in the case, of course, is this holder right here where your Osmo Pocket is going to slide in from the top. We have the open screen right here to see the screen of your pocket, as well as two buttons. We have the record button as well as the mode switch button right here. When you turn it around, this is the area where your Osmo Pocket will slide into, and we have a couple mounting areas right here on the side as well as on the bottom. And also there's a couple tiny holes here at the very bottom if you want to hook up something like a wrist strap. And before you even put the Osmo Pocket into the case, you're going to want to download the latest DJI Mimo app. There is a new waterproof case setting in there that you're going to need to use once you power this on. So you want to download the latest DJI Mimo app in order for you to get that latest setting. Also in the box, we have the instruction manual. We have a little clamp right here that keeps your Osmo Pocket locked into place. So once you put it in here, you're gonna put this on and it'll lock the Osmo Pocket in. And then of course we have the cover as well as a secure ring. So once the Osmo Pocket is inside of the holder, you're gonna slip this right over it, secure this down with the ring, and this will give you that watertight seal. It also comes with a couple anti-fog inserts. You're gonna need to put these in there. That way, when you are underwater, your lens does not get fogged up. You're gonna wanna put these in there with the Osmo Pocket. And like I mentioned earlier, you're gonna wanna download the latest firmware for the Osmo Pocket, as well as the latest app, because of the fact it gives you a new setting here for the waterproof case. So to access that setting, what you're gonna need to do is slide this down, scroll all the way over, and you'll see the new waterproof icon right here. As you can see, if you tap on it, it shows you what it looks like if the camera is not in the case. And then if you tap it, it shows you what it looks like while it's in the case. And the difference is here is that when it's not in the case, the camera will actually be pointed straight. So let me show you this. If I turn it off, the camera goes back straight. But if it's straight, it's not going to be able to look out this little window here on the case. So what you have to do is actually tap this thing so that it is on. So tap that on. And now you can see that the camera goes at this specific angle, and that angle matches up exactly with the case. So when it's in the case, it'll be perfectly angled to look right out this window right here. This is one of the things I didn't really realize you had to do because I kept trying to put it in there and didn't know that there's a specific setting now. And I tried putting it in, I'm like, how is it gonna point out this case? Don't tell me I have to put like a wireless setup or something in here. You just have to download the latest app, and once you do, it automatically points that camera to be perfectly angled with the case, as you can see right here. Once it's shut down, then you slide this into the case just like that. So take out one of your anti-fog. You're gonna slide that right in the front, just like this. Now that we have the waterproof setting on, as you can see little icons there, and you can see in the case itself, it is pointed straight up and out. Once you put the pocket in and you put the secure clip just like so to hold that in, lock that in place just like that, you'll hear the clicks. So make sure that you have your settings already preset because you're not able to change any settings of the camera once it's inside of the case. The only thing you can control here is switching it from photo to video, as well as hitting record and stop. So you're not able to change out the settings and resolution of the camera once it's in here. So one thing you want to do is set that, as well as if you're shooting photos, you want to make sure that you're probably shooting JPEG and RAW. That way you have just the most options in post-production. And then you're now ready to put the cover and the secure ring right on top of it. There you go, it shows up right there. And because it's there, now your camera is actually pointed directly outside in that angle. If you don't have that setting on, your camera is going to point straight, and it's basically just going to record the bottom of this cover right here. So you have to have that setting on, have the waterproof case setting on. That way it points directly out of the case. All right, so I'm actually at the pool right now, and as you can see, there is about half of it is shaded and the other half is sunny. So you will see a little bit of difference in the, of course, the shaded area versus the sunny area. Definitely will be a lot brighter. Quality will be a lot better in that sunny area. So it's actually kind of good that I have a little bit of both here to show you. Here's my rig. It's the Osmo Pocket with the waterproof case on it. And then of course I have the Osmo Action here on the back just to give you a little first person POV of what it looks like. So let's take this in the water right now and just see what kind of quality we can get out of the Osmo Pocket with the waterproof case. All right, so the first couple passes seem to be okay. As you can see on the inside, it is dry, so that's always a good thing. At least I know it somewhat works. And then I'm also gonna do some side-by-side just so you can see the difference between the Osmo Action and the Osmo Pocket. I'll do some side-by-side 4K at 60 frames a second on each one of these and put those side-by-side just to see how much of a difference there is with the two cameras. And there it is, guys, just the first use of the Osmo Pocket waterproof case. Overall, really impressed. I mean, everything seemed to work fine. Everything was sealed, no issues with water leaking into the case or anything like that. The only thing that I could think of that, would be nicer to improve on was, and it's not really the waterproof case fault, it's actually the Osmo Pocket, and that's just the field of view. So as you can see in my side-by-side video, the Osmo Action just has a bigger and a wider field of view, and it just, for stuff like this where you're in close quarters, and you're, even in a swimming pool, I was still pretty far away, but the Osmo Pocket, the field of view is so narrow that even though I was like 5 to 8 feet away, it's such a narrow shot that if you are in something that's smaller of an area like that, you're going to be pretty limited, where the Osmo Action just gives you a much wider field of view. So ideally, I would probably lean towards getting something like an Osmo Action for things like this. But if you don't want to spend extra money on something like another camera and you want to use your Osmo Pocket underwater, definitely would recommend this thing. Of course, all the information, the links and stuff will be down below in the video description, so make sure you guys check that out. And as always, guys, if you guys got some value from my video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos. This is Ultra Anastasio with FlytPath.com. See you guys in the next one. Take care.